Hello, SLT Tribe. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. Everything you do here helps this channel grow and is greatly, greatly appreciated. This is your August tarot forecast for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Again, thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. So we are going to use the energy oracle to get the overall feeling of the energy of the month. Then we're going to move into the Crow Tarot and the spell casting oracle. So let's see what the energy forecast has for us. So we have the garden and the gate, and we have yin and yang. So kind of what I feel with these two cards intuitively is that there needs to be some sort of balance here. There needs to be some sort of movement. The desire that you have to stay in a place of comfortability or the same old has run out of time, right? You're not going to be able to succeed in what you desire to succeed in by being complacent and comfortable with what you know in your little box. And sometimes we have to get out of that box and we have to go out and explore the world and explore our options. And there has to be a little bit of balance. But right now, there's this sitting in this place of complacency and very happy with the status quo. And things don't appear, manifest, or we are not able to set our intention for future self, near future self, when we're sitting in a place of complacency and this comfortability and the status quo, right? Because we're not doing anything to move toward that better version of our life, of ourself. So there has to be a little balance here. Yes, okay, so you're comfortable. Okay, so you're where you are where you know, but what about the moving beyond? What about the stepping out of the comfort zone? What about taking chances? What about stepping into a time of growth or of manifestation or of visualization? What about all of that, right? So there's a little imbalance here, or a lot of imbalance here. All right, just look at that angel of balance. So there we go. So by you sitting in this place of comfortability or complacency or the inability to move out of the norm or the status quo, it stops you from being able to explore, to manifest, to create what it is that you desire to create, because there's a whole world out there in front of you. And if you're not willing to go out and explore it and experience the adventure life, the ups, the downs, the flow with the tide, if you're not willing to experience everything that it has to offer, then what is it that you're doing? I mean, is this just an existence until something that isn't so intimidating comes along, until something as easy or as complacent as where you are comes along, right? There has to be this desire to want to go and explore and experience, right? And that's where the balance comes in. We had the yin and yang, and now we have the balance. There has to be this other half of what it is that you're doing or where it is that you are now. It can't be sitting in a place of complacency until a better version of the complacency of where I am comes along. We have to adventure, explore, connect. So let's see what I mean, and there's a whole world out there before you to do that. And it seems like in your head you feel as if perhaps maybe you're not good enough, or perhaps there's this fear of failure, or perhaps there's this fear of stepping out of your comfortability. There's this fear of stepping into the unknown. But that's the adventure of this existence that we're living. The adventure is releasing and letting go of that comfortability and stepping out into the unknown and exploring this, having this great worldly adventure, right? If we don't create the stories, we have no stories to tell. If we don't create the experiences, we have no experiences to live, right? We have no experiences to share. We have no experiences to tell. Regardless if those experiences are wonderful, amazing, life-changing experiences or not, we were placed here to live this life of adventure, to live this life of abundance, not to sit in a place of comfortability or complacency and wait for something that puts us in another state of complacency and comfortability to come along. That's not living, that's just existing. All right, let's see. Yeah, there's that whole, not that whole feeling of things will never change, things will never get better. It's almost as if you have this feeling of, well, things will never change, so why even bother? Things aren't going to get better, so why even bother attempt to try? And there may be people who may be pushing you out of your comfort zone, and you may be fighting them every step of the way. So there's a lot of decisions you have to make about where you are, what you want to experience, where you want to go, what do you want to do? Are you happy with where you are? Are you happy with just existing and not living? Because when we don't experience, of course things are constantly the same, because you're not giving yourself the opportunity to go out and change or be different, right? And you're pushing against everyone who's trying to help you recognize that or realize that. So it's no one else's fault that things are not changing. It's no one else's fault that things stay the same. It's no one else's fault that you're constantly in your head thinking about, well, if things are going to turn out the way they've always turned out, there's no reason for me to do anything other than what I'm doing. This is all you. This is all on you. Because you have a world of greatness out there before you. And all you have to do is make a decision. And you even fear that. So we have someone, the King of Cups, someone's compassionate and someone who shows empathy and compassion and fun and adventure and greatness. And this person may be the one trying to get you out of your comfort zone. This person may be the one offering the strength and the passion and the love and desire to help you get out of this feeling of complacency and stagnant and status quo shit and out into the world. Helping you kind of spread your wings and be free from whatever fear holds you back, right? There's a little tapping into strength here that needs to be done, a little connection to spirit and source. The saying, Jesus, take the wheel, right? You release the responsibility that you have placed on yourself of feeling the need to control the outcome, and allow source or higher self to take care of that, and you just go and experience the love and the compassion and what the world has to offer you, which is more than where you are now. You could also be a Cancer. This could also be you. This could also be you really wanting to get out there into the world, but have all this fear when it comes to doing it. And Spirit is saying, look, you gotta let it go. You gotta make these decisions. You gotta have fun, explore life, have adventures, be compassionate when it comes to self. Don't give in to fear or uncertainty. Don't give in to lack or scarcity or sparsity. What's the word? Scarcity is that the minimal lack of. Don't give in to all of that, but go and attempt to at least spread your wings and have an adventure or experience things you've never experienced before. Keep working at being better. Keep working at bettering yourself. Keep working at tapping into that strength and allowing that passion and that creativity and that fierceness that is within you to flow. Yeah, this is a story of your evolution. This is a story of you stepping out of a time of complacency and comfortability with your existence and fighting against that ego mindset that says, why change why change how I feel? Why try moving into another direction when every time I do, it kind of works out the same? Let me just give you a little example. My boyfriend is a Cancer, and he works for the union, and every time he gets a step ahead, he gets laid off because the work is done, and then he feels like he kind of falls backwards, right? So sometimes he has this mentality of, why even try to move forward when every time that I do and get to a place where I am capable of making the move that I need to make, I get laid off, and then it just falls back into where I was before. So what's the point? And so the Eight of Pentacles, keep working on it, keep working at yourself, keep moving forward, don't stop, keep striving for something better, striving for that next best thing. Do some odd jobs, do this, do that, get out of your comfort zone, do something that you'll be able to see the outcome of, right? No matter what that is. And then continue to move forward with the strength and the passion that you have for bettering yourself and living your best life. Yeah, look at that. This all has to do with your life purpose. It all has to do with your future self. One more card, Spirit, please. One more card. One more card. Look, Spirit's like, no. They know it. They know everything they need to know. It's just about them getting out of their heads. Yeah, finding that spark of inspiration that pushes you forward. Finding that spark of inspiration that gets you out of that feeling of complacency and boredom or comfortability, and really spreading your wings and stretching beyond where you have gone before. And that's where the decisions, the choices come in, right? What do you want to do? You know, do you want to move to a different place? Do you want to have an adventure? Do you want to explore? Do you want to buy a new home? Do you want to buy a new car? Do you want to go shop? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to connect with spirit and source? Do you want to connect to spirituality? Do you want to, there are all these possibilities are endless because we live in a world of endless possibilities. The only limitations that we have are the limitations that we put on ourselves, or the limitations that we allow others to put on us. So don't burn the bridges of the people who are trying to help you here move forward, right? Don't get pissy at them, because they're not the ones that put you in this situation. You are the one that put you in this situation, and you are the one who, by finding that spark of inspiration, are able to get out of this situation, right? This is no one's doing but yours. Perhaps maybe during the whole COVID lockdown, you got very comfortable with where you are. Well, now it's time to step out of that comfortability and start living again, and start working on bettering you and living your best life. So Cancer, that is for you. Until next time, know you're divinely guided and loved. Talk soon.